Long time no see, guys. We are back again with another NAVI video. Ignore that radiator that's hanging right there. That's for the TRX 450. I just ordered a full Mishimoto kit for it. It is drying right now. And then we are going to do a 2K clear coat, but that's not what the video is about today. We have the NAVI back, my favorite NAVI of all time. We are going to be taking a look at the kill switch for your kickstand today. I just don't like having the kickstand kill switch. It really doesn't do anything for me. I had an MT-07 that you were able to start it and let it idle with the kickstand down, but as soon as you went to go put it in gear, it would kill the bike. This doesn't have, oh, the snow melting. This doesn't have gears, obviously. It's a CVT, so I don't know. I just want to be able to run it when it's on its kickstand, so. Specifically, what we'll be looking at is this little sensor right here. It's two blue wires. They go into this switch, and there is a module underneath this plate. This is just a metal plate that's held on with, I think, a couple screws. There's a 10mm right there, and then there's a big, like 15mm right up in there underneath this cowl that we will be taking off in order to access this switch, and then I can go ahead and decide what I'm going to do with that after we do that. Alright, so as you can see, I've taken the storage box off. It's just these two 10mm and then a 12mm on the other side. That just stays right there. And then I also took this bracket off for the storage box. Those are two 10mm. And then we did all of these bolts right here, including that little Phillips Japanese one. And that bolt in there, it's actually underneath here, there's two of them, is a 14mm. All right, there's the bolt. It sits in there just like that. I don't know why it's this long. You can actually see how many threads it uses. It doesn't even use half of those threads, so that's cool. And then we are exposed to this little module here. I believe we have to take this 8mm off, and then this comes up. And then this comes on up. So how this works is there's a bearing in here. You have your input wires. It's actually an orange and a green. I thought they were just blue. They look blue. And if you come around here, you'll see this little tab that sticks out. This functions as a switch. You can turn it. And as you orient the kickstand, it goes, I believe, into that thing. And when it turns, this little nook right here sits in this bar that comes off of your kickstand frame thing. And this orients this as you go, and it opens the circuit between these two wires. So when the stand's down, let's say it's right there, for example. I actually think there's a telltale mark. I heard there were like two markings on this, I believe. Yeah, there they are right there, actually. So you see a circle and a triangle, and then you have a square, which is kind of weird. I don't know necessarily what that means, but you go to one of these, or in between one of these points, and the circuit's closed off. It was like right here when we found it, I believe. So I'm guessing that connects the circuit anywhere else, and it kills the circuit, I believe. So you actually have markings on this side. I thought there were markings in there, but no, we're gonna have to try it out. I'm gonna try a few times just to see how things are. I might even just unplug this and connect these two wires together and just put this module back on there. I like how everything looks with it assembled like that, but I don't like the feature of having the kill start. So yeah, we'll have to experiment with that. So with it in, I would say the 11 o'clock position, if you're looking, if this is the cord coming in is 12 o'clock. 10 or 11 o'clock, I believe, which is in between the triangle and the square, it'll start right up, actually. It actually goes. So that's actually kind of cool. It would not do that if the kill switch was oriented. So let's turn this a little bit. Let's see what she wants to do. Yeah, won't do it. So yes, so we just solved it. So I could, in the sense, just strap it just like that. And I could literally, I could just strap it. It would look dumb. I mean, I could put it underneath this cowl, or I could go ahead and disconnect this, put this back on, disconnect this, and make a wiring thing for this so that the thing connects itself, which I might do. So just to prove a point, I just have that 12-volt connection just pretty much jammed up. Just jammed up in the wires, and sure enough. So that, I think, is what I'm gonna do. I don't know yet. Probably put that back on just for aesthetic look. And I'm gonna find a way to connect this permanently. So just to show you guys what I did, I committed an atrocity and I cut this off. So those can go over there. I have the sheathing cut back a little bit, have the two wires, wrapped them together, and I took a splicer thing, the ones that you melt. It has insulation on either side of it. Cut the other insulation off, kept one on, so no moisture can get in there. I'm gonna solder this side down, and then I'm gonna put heat shrink over this. That is all we're left with. And just like that, we have a reliable kickstand sensor. I've actually never heard of these going out, but I don't have to worry about it anymore, and I can also start it when the kickstand's down. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up, put it somewhere, and never look at it ever again. So I'm actually gonna put this module back on. It doesn't really look terrible. It just fills this space a little bit better in my opinion. So we can go ahead and put this 8mm back on, not have to worry about it ever again, and we'll go from there. So everything's back on. I did paint this. I actually have to let it dry. That bolt is back in again. What a pain in the butt that is. But yep, kickstand goes down. Key goes on. So it works. It works. I can't believe it, actually. I mean, you can see where the wires used to be. The wiring harness is actually tucked up underneath there. You can't really see it that well. If you look down in, you can kind of see the wire, but it's going to sit there for the rest of its duration, rest of its life. I actually have a couple of the new belly pans, like the bottom pieces of plastic, the plastic shrouds for like the foot guards and stuff like that. I got the bottom one because somehow I keep scratching that to crap. I've actually gone through 3 of them now, which is kind of crazy. I used to trail ride this all the time when I first got it, but I need to order the top one, and then I can go ahead and put both of those on for the season, and then storage box will go back in, and then we do headlight mod, and then we do CVT mods, and then we moto vlog and do stuff like that. So go around and do whatever I want. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. This is something I've been meaning to do for so long, and I finally did it. So it's definitely a preference thing. There's a lot of people that love that center stand. I love the center stand, but you know, just being able to come out of the store and have it warm up a little bit, especially if it's a nice day too, it's not completely cold outside, to just turn the key on and start it without having to put the stand up and do all that stuff. So it's just a hassle at the end of the day. So it's cool that I have that feature too. Got plenty more videos coming in the near future, so stay tuned for that. Yeah, I will see you guys next time.